Hello everybody, welcome back. Is oxygen not included? We are gonna make some headway, okay? I'm gonna knuckle it down, and I'm gonna do things. Number one, actually a really good tip that I hadn't thought of at all, which was don't put all of your fellas in a box like this immediately. A, they don't need to be here when you yourself said you were going to make this place make sense. And then you're going to put 100 poker shells in a box here. No, idiot. Instead, we're going to dig... Yeah, I'm going to dig this bit out. And I'm going to do two things. I'm going to build a tile here. And I'm going to build a tile here. And I'm going to build a ladder here and a ladder here. I love that they can swim, by the way. It actually makes building like this so much easier. It's going to make building in flooded areas or areas that we specifically want to have water in so much easier. And then, cancelling all of that. The poker shells, we're going to relocate them to stand on this tile. Why are we going to do that? Well, the reasoning actually makes a lot of sense. Putting them in a room at a certain point, at a certain number of poker shells in one room, they become cramped, right? Because ideally, you want 8 critters to a stable-sized room. Otherwise, they become cramped and then they become unhappy and then they don't do anything. Well, at least I think they don't like regrow their shells or any stuff that's on them that they would regrow. They don't do any of that anymore. That's not what we want. Instead, what we want... I swear I have more poker shells than this. Instead, what we want is we want them to be standing on this tile. Because if they're standing on this tile, then they will be within our guts area. Our massive, expansive, colonial superstructure in the middle. Which means they should never get cramped. And if they're standing on this tile, they can't go anywhere. They can't climb ladders. And they can't jump 2 blocks wide. So they're going to stay on here. Then we can do the same for this tile if we want to put... Well, the slow goes are slightly different. We'd probably want them set up in like a cavity somewhere with a basin under it to accrue the mucin. If we want to do anything with that, I still haven't decided yet. It being a viscous liquid might actually make for really good liquid locks. It's something I hadn't fully thought about yet, but I'm kind of thinking about maybe using it for some really easier at least to set up liquid locks. Is my plan. This flue coral is going to make some oxygen, not a lot, but some. But because it's only some, we're really going to need a self-powered oxygen maker. And if we're going to need a self-powered oxygen maker, we're going to need water to be properly sieved. Do I have the water sieve technology? No, I'm also going to need hydrogen generators, which is something to think about. Here's the sieve, right. Oh, it's not even the sieve I need. That's my bad. I need the desalinator. Which is okay. Well, we're going to need this for the electrolyzer anyway. Yeah, that's fine. Actually, totally fine. We're just going to need to do the research and get there. Easy money. We can make that happen. So we're missing super duper hard digging skill, obviously. So we can't actually dig into this, well, whatever this is to start with. I don't know what you'd call this biome. Because you can kind of tell what is going to be where based on the biome it's in. I don't know what you'd call this biome though. So I actually don't know what we're going to be discovering there. And we need at some point ranching skills. Now, you're the researcher. Miner. Artiste. Abe's the rancher. So when Abe levels up again, we can get him ranching, and I'm going to be a big fan of that. Something else I'm going to do. I know it's not necessary to establish a private bedroom for the +3 morale. It gives you 200% stamina for a cycle as well. Is that different? It is. That's new, I think. The stamina is their ability to swim, from what I can tell. So I know it's not necessary to establish nice private bedrooms for your duplicants. I'm going to, though. This is for me. I'm not here to min-max optimally. I'm here to do that sometimes, because sometimes it may make sense, and sometimes it's really fun to do, like when you get a self-powered oxygen maker online. It feels amazing. But private bedrooms, it's not a necessary thing, but I would like to do it for my homies. They deserve it. I'm going to put them through hell in this colony. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to not build it immediately, but I'm going to prepare for private bedrooms, right? Single comfy bed, can't do that yet. We need plastic for the comfy bed. There needs to be a minimum of 24 tiles, which is, I'll do it the other way. So that's 20. That'll be 24. So that's how small or how big it has to be at the very least. At the very least. That's not bad. I wish there was a planning overlay. Like RimWorld. Do you know what else I wish? This is something I was thinking of. Because you can set up schedules. So you could have, in theory, you could have 4 separate schedules without anybody ever overlapping. You just move this ahead by 6, maybe? Yeah, I think so. And then you always have some people awake, right? I kind of wish you could hot bunk. Like these 4 beds could be used. Oh, you're cold? No? Chilly surroundings? It's 31 degrees. I'd be punching people I meet on the street if it was 31 degrees. I'd be so mad. What are you on about chilly surroundings? Is it the water? No, it's 31 degree water. In fact, if it's 31 degrees, you probably want to be walking through water because it doesn't feel as miserable. You're lying to me, Maya. I might end you. Just for that. Just for that lie you told. I guess food is going to be a problem in the immediate term because we're not growing anything right now. I need to figure out what we're going to grow. We could grow soda cane. I mean, at least these 3 we can harvest forever, right? Well, we should harvest that as well. Yeah, we're going to want to, at least early on, we're going to maximize the amount of soda cane we have that we're using but not use, or that we're using but not destroying, so that we can harvest it consistently. Because I don't want to have to plant too much. But now, let's think. If I were going to build a nice bedroom area and bathroom area and stuff, I don't want to mess around with this. This is where I'd like a plan, because basically I would love to put a little like basin structure here without them actually digging in and creating a basin structure that we would use to just keep the water in here. But I need to watch this thing for when it starts sucking water in, because I want to see if it does work the whole time. I think it does, which is really nice. Anyway, in order to plan bedrooms, ignore that. In order to plan bedrooms, it would be like, that'd be 24 tiles, right? So that'd be a nice 24 tile bedroom that a person could go in. I'll let them dig this out as well. because I'm alright with that. We'd have a door here, or a wall here. The bed is... I actually don't know. How big are the cots? They're 2 wide, so the big one is probably 4 wide. That sounds about right, because you put like that in the middle, and then really it would be extra. Then you can hang like an aero pot for the decor. You need a decor item, right, for the private bedroom. You need 2 decor buildings and back wall tiles. Oh, that's fine. So we'll do something like that, and then we'd have a little wall, and then that's 24. So we'd have another one of them. Yeah. We'll have a nice wall in between. I'm just prepping some stuff, okay? Just prepping some stuff. So we'll build that. We could floor along like this. 3, probably 4 nice bedrooms to start with. And then this tile intersects perfectly with that roof. Okay, I need to think about that. Whatever this is going to be, not that we can see it yet. Also, I should speed up time. I forgot, we're not in the early game yet, or still, so we can have some things work. So what I want to do is, I think I've discussed on my entire colonial section on one side of the guts. So what will probably happen is we'll have another stack of bedrooms above these ones, right? With maybe a little 2 wide tunnel so you can get down. So it'd be like that, and it'd be like that, yeah. And then another 2 wide tunnel up here, which leaves a nice a layer in between. Yeah, okay. I dig it. I dig it bigly. So do it like that. We could do a bit of that. But here's what I'm thinking, right? How are they going to get into the bedrooms? A hatch. Trapdoor hatch that you open, and then you climb down into the nice bedroom. Right? Maybe. I actually don't know. Or I do it the way I did it in the other colony, where I just had like a way up and down. Through the middle. That would make sense. That would make a lot of sense. This is why I would love a planning tool, right? So that I could think like, how do I actually... Oh, I thought he was deconstructing. No, he's just harvesting it. It's like, no, don't destroy that. But no, he's just harvesting it. That's fine. So this would be a bedroom. Nice, this would be 1 bedroom. Maybe a nice bedroom too. I wish I knew how big... I could load up the other colony, but I kind of wish I knew how big the beds were. I'm assuming they're 4 blocks wide. Which means we'd hang... We could hang 2 aero pots in there. Made out of diamond. I assume that there's an oil biome, by the way. I hadn't even thought about it. I figured there's a lot, a lead and diamond and fossil filled oil biome somewhere here. Kind of hope, at least. Alright, so you're going to be coming down this way. We can probably demolish this thing now. Not that I have the demolishing skill, of course. You are a researcher. Yeah. Okay. So let's think about this then. Do I want to do... Could do bedrooms like this. See, because ideally I want the bedrooms, and then behind the bedrooms I think I want the bathrooms. And then maybe underneath all of that I'd want the mess hall. But I want it all to be connected through like one singular tunnel here, rather than, oh, you have to go back into the middle and back down in order to access everything. So if I did like, you know, floor along there and then the ladder that goes up, door, that's 2 bedrooms. Then it goes up even further to another set of 2 bedrooms. This is 6 tall, right? 2, 4, 6. 1, 2, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'd be too. It'd be too much to do that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Feel like that instead. Wow, they were fast on the old uptake there. They also trap themselves, which is awesome. Okay, put one of them in. Dig that out. And then we'll be doing 6x4. Another 6x4 like that. Okay. But then we'd not have those, because you'd be pneumatic doors, yeah. And then we would dig this whole thing out, which would be a lot, I understand. They almost uprooted that plant, but I stopped them. Stopped them in their tracks. Alright, deconstruct this crap. Then we need super duper hard digging in order to get down here. Okay. That is fine. And you'd be like that. So this would be bedrooms. This would be really, really nice bedrooms. Okay. And then we can do really nice bathrooms. I forget how big they are, but that's because I don't have all of the necessary equipment. Are we still doing the research, by the way? Do we have a research project? No, so we've got the hydrogen generators. Awesome. And we've got heavy watt wires as well. Awesome. Out of all of these then, we do want to go back down to plumbing. Get to the desalinator. So we can establish a self-powered oxygen maker, for sure. We're then going to want to grab water from somewhere. Yeah. What I might want to do is... well, we can always keep exploring downwards, actually. Let's get at least one tunnel going downwards, just so we can see what's going on down here. Then we can enable the auto harvest on these, which will be very nice. The water will flow away, which will be fine, because we ideally want to trap it at kind of the lowest level, and then we can start pumping it back up. I hope. Yeah, we're going to need to grab some water eventually. Oh, there it goes. Just going to flood this area for now, but then we're going to, you know, we're going to ease the pressure. Oh, there's another tidal spring. I do like the idea of the tidal springs. So I was thinking about up here. You might want to come around. Oh, you're not really full. What we might do is basin this up. Right, we come up, we get in, we basin this. Then we crack a hole up here so the water flows in. Then we basin this one. Then we crack a hole up here so that this water flows in and fills it up, so that we have more tidal spring power for free. Granted, we can't make the gaskets yet, but that's alright. And I've got to remember, we don't need to use the tidal spring power, but it would be cool to use, right? Because there's so much of it. Ah, there you go. No power while it's absorbing liquid. Only while it's outputting liquid. Good to know. Rubber boots. Please. Rubber boots assigned to Steve, because he's been here the longest. Oh, I didn't even realize a different printing pod. That's cool. I had no idea. We've got the auto harvest on you, so we can get some latex. Not a huge amount, but some, and some is better than none. Alright, we made our way down here. Even more tidal springs. These ones being in line of our guts actually is awesome. We can definitely make use of those. Okay. Yeah, so probably, you know what? Let's get prepping on some of these plans. Because that way we can come up, we can come over. And we can basin it like that. Just to make absolutely sure it has enough liquid. Then we can tidal power it, or tidal generator it. Okay, remember these are going to be the bedrooms. And we're going to have another stack of bedrooms on top of them. Eventually we will get rid of this glum, or this gum palm, I imagine. What do you need? Sulfur for domestication. There's something I think that produces sulfur. I might have cancelled your relocation. I'm going to re-enable your relocation. Where are we at? Okay, we have desalination. This is excellent. Now, if I've learned anything... By the way, let me tab back over to my actual recording so I know how long we've been going. If I've learned anything, it's that desalination and water sieving do not need to be in the chlorine room. We're going to build a chlorine room with the stacked liquid reservoirs to clear anything of germs. But that's all that needs to be in there. Is a little bit of chlorine from bleach stone, ideally, but I'm not sure that we have any bleach stone, or have even seen any bleach stone. If we do, all the better. We can make use of it. But until then, we might need to do a little bleach stone hunt, if possible. I don't remember the biome bleach stone is in. It looks like this biome, but I know it's not this biome because this is the new, like, aquatic biome. It's not you. No, it's not you. That's all right. Oh, the plants died because they were flooded. That's unfortunate. That's extremely unfortunate. We'll do that. We'll just do that. And then we'll just dig that as well. Ah. Okay, small issue. It was sand. I forgot it was sand, so naturally the tile fell when we started to mine it, so all of the water has flooded away. Yes, slight problem. But it's fixable. Fixable. We do just make issues, don't we? That's fine. Now, let's think about this. We have desalination. We're going to want to build the desalination area where we're going to put the stuff. And we're going to put the chlorine in it as well. What I'm going to do, I'm going to move the mess tables down to here, deconstruct those. And then I'm going to prep another set of bedrooms, just because in an ideal world, this is what we would have. Okay. Cancel that. Cancel that. So you can go all the way down. Although honestly, not mesh tiles. Do I not have do I have airflow tiles? Where are they? Probably down here, right? Yeah. Let's do that. Get the airlocks and the airflow tiles. They're going to come in really handy eventually. Loads of iron, which is really good. Okay, we're not going to need this many beds, but it will be nice to have them. Deconstruct those beds. Gonna build pneumatic doors. Like so. Perfect. So these will be the bedrooms and they'll be nice eventually. Not right now, obviously, but eventually. Then this will be like an intermediary tunnel. We will have a kitchen with, no, a dining hall with a kitchen. Dining hall with a kitchen. Yeah. Because I remember, I can just rip this all down if I need to. Okay? Nothing's permanent. Part of me thinks, though, should the dining hall be something they go through on the way out to get to here? When do they eat? No, they eat in the evening. Yeah, they just wake up and do their thing. Okay, no, don't worry about that then. So we'll have a nice dining hall, probably down here. Is that airflow tiles? Airflow tiles. And now I'm probably just going to make all of these airflow tiles. Just so that we can get the air flowing. Okay. Did they do the bathrooms, by the way? They did. So the shower is how tall? Shower's 4 tiles tall. Yes, and 2 tiles wide. If we have them off, if we have them offset by, is it a washroom? Maximum size is 64. Okay. Maximum size is 64. So that is... That's 65. That's 64 tiles. Okay. So we'd want 2 of them. Do we have... You do have the sinks. And the lavatories. But they're not in plumbing? Really? Oh no, the lavatories are in plumbing. Where? Oh, the sinks are in... medicine? Yeah, they're in medicine. So we want that. Okay. So I think it's 3 lavatories, 3 sinks, 2 showers. Or, you know what? We do 4 and 4 so that every single person on a shift can go to the bathroom at once. And we have 4 sinks. Also means we have room along the ceiling to put a little bit of decor. Then we can do a separate shower room, which could have 8 showers. Not that we'd need them. But it'd be good. It'd be good. So this is 6 tiles. So each bedroom is that wide. Okay. So from here, that'll be 4. That's 64. Well, no, it wouldn't be from there, it'd be from there. That would be 64. Okay, and then we'd do another 64. Not quite, actually. We'd take 2 of you off, and then we'd add 2 of you on. Ceiling claps? Okay, remember to dig yourself out. Thank you. Ooh. We're going to want to keep this bad boy intact. This is nice. This is power from a tidal spring, and it's a little bit of oxygen from a flue coral, and if we can flood it with a bit more water, 2 starnacles that could feed the beacons. For the start, I'm all about naturally occurring stuff, okay? I'm just going to take the omelets. It seems like the easiest thing to do. I'm all about naturally occurring goodness, all right? Yeah. Yeah, okay. How big does a great hall have to be? Max is 120 tiles. Okay. So that's the maximum size of a great hall. Well, it's stuff from here, really. Right, yeah, that's a great hall. Okay. Oh. I see. Well, actually, I don't see. Okay, she made it out at least. You must have mind. I might leave her to die. You dumb idiot. Are you fucking seeing this? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? You're lucky. Okay, something down there. More obsidian. Something in here. Alright, we're finding some vents now, which I really like. Oh, bleach stone over here. Okay. Actually really good to know. And there's flue coral down here. This is awesome. Okay. Oops, no, those are not what I wanted you to do. That's fine. So, this area. Three of these is wicked. Oh, there's something over here as well. There's stuff over here. Oh, more bleach stone? Alrighty, alrighty. Now we're starting to find the goodness. But I love how alive this area is, by the way. This is awesome. So we could definitely acquire some power through these. You especially as well. For now, you know what? For now, it's fine. I don't like this water being up here, so I don't want to accidentally kill the glum palm. But we've got to be careful about this stuff. We'll be real careful about this stuff. Okay. So we're going to floor over this stuff. What we might do though is we might ladder down here, wall to push the water back out so we can gain another tidal power unit. Oh yeah, so I'm gonna have to build a ladder because I forgot. Normally they would have just swam, but then I accidentally got rid of all of the water. Oh yeah, whoops. Alright, that's fine, that's fine. That's fine. These bedrooms might be reconstructed in a different way. Based on this might be a single uppy-downy corridor in the middle, which I might actually make too wide instead. What's the minimum size of a Great Hall? 32. Okay, so it actually doesn't have to be that big. Minimum size is 32. That's 64, so that would account for a Great Hall. Yeah, okay. So I could put a Great Hall here with the bedrooms above it. What are they up to? Is this down? You're idle? How are we idle? We have nothing to do? I suppose we don't have super duper hard digging. Who's the miner? You. You get super duper hard digging. You're gonna get field research. You're getting critter ranching. I guess you'll take plumbing for now. So we have super hard digging, but not super duper hard digging. Okay, so who's our rancher? They're just doing nothing. Okay. I guess I'll allow this for now. You know what? I'll chuck another bathroom in temporarily. I know we need another skill level. Who's the miner again? It's Maya. So once we level you up, we're going to give you super duper hard digging. Because it's the obsidian that you can't mine. Yes. That's fine. That is fine. So like I said, I want to be proper about this. Bathrooms. Yeah. I want a... So part of the tough... Or a tough part of this is that I don't want to interrupt the tidal springs, right? There's some things that I don't want to damage or destroy. I don't think you can even destroy these. They're just there. The last thing I want to do is like interrupt them with our construction projects. Wait, is it maybe a smart idea to build on this side then? Actually... Oops, that is literally the wrong thing. You do still need to get relocated to here though. Why is our ranch... Oh, you know what? Priorities. You research and operate because you do that. You definitely ranch. You definitely mine. Okay, we're just going to establish some priorities. Then maybe all of this, not necessary to be over here. Let's think about it being over here instead. Get rid of this because we don't need it. So if I wanted them to step out of the colony and then into a localized area that has everything else, they're still idle. It's actually crazy that they're still idle. I would love to go down here, but I know we can't get through the obsidian or the abyssalite. Yeah. Okay. Well, what we'll probably do then, I'll just let this day run out, and then I'm going to do a little bit of thinking between this episode and the next episode. Do we have a crafting station? We do. Oh, you've made one. Wait, what? Latex. Hold on. The plant pulverizer. Do we have a plant pulverizer? Was that a botanical analyzer smoker? Plant pulverizer. Let's get up to the plant pulverizer so that we can establish some extra stuff. You have no algae. Okay, you just haven't been refilled. Is what that actually means, because you do have algae. Alright. Well, I'm sure they'll get around to it then. What's the oxygen situation like? It's not great, but it's also not terrible yet. So I'm okay with that. Now, I'm going to priority 9 this. Do I also have to wrangle them to relocate them? I didn't think I did. Who the hell is the... Abe? Abe, why do you have nothing to do? Is relocating not a ranching job? Skill required operation? Is that real? But you have the skill, right? I gave you ranching. I gave you, so you should be able to move them. I'm not sure why you won't relocate these poker shells here. I don't get it. We'll figure it out in the next one though, maybe, or I'll get a comment that tells me what the hell's going on. For now though, thank you everybody so much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button. It helps out a great deal. I really appreciate it. I love your faces for it. If you're new, consider subscribing to the channel for more content. Check the links in the description. Ring the notification button. And we'll be back for some more aquatic survival in the next one. See ya!